we're back.
Hey, okay, you got your glasses
Welcome
back.
back to Blightfall. Yeah, this is like my third pair. Okay, so
Really?
lot of things to update you on. I've been doing a lot of stuff off camera just because I think we're not really going to make any progress if we only worked on here when
like
we're
once
on
a week.
when we're on camera.
Yeah.
So
it's
yeah,
too slow.
first thing. So I read some few tips. I wouldn't say they're spoilers, but tips on things that are good to do. So I made a hammer. Okay, and what I had to do for that, if you come over here, to make a hammer, you had to make the next level of Tinker's Construct things, which is this, a tool forge, which I put here
neat.
because it didn't fit. There was no room for it over there.
Yeah, we don't have the greatest of space.
So I also made one for you.
Oh, cool.
And it is in, it's right here, steel hammer.
Oh, wow. Steel hammer, refined durability 500.
The actual durability should be 5,000.
No kidding.
4 or 5,000. It's
man.
It's been modified with a diamond. I've also got a bunch of reward stuff here, including ender pearls, 2 ender pearls.
Where do you get those?
An enderman spawn from quests from the book. Basically, they were quests in the book to provide a huge amount of promethium and hourclays. And hourclays actually is what this armor is. Because I made the Invar armor, which I thought was pretty good, and I enchanted it all. I even had it enchanted all with Unbreaking, and then I went into a lot of combat and it broke. So I couldn't even fix it, and I didn't have that much extra Invar anyway.
Yeah.
Your stuff I made is steel, which I thought was going to be really good, and it's not that expensive to make, and it's very durable, but the problem is that we can't repair it.
Oh, okay.
Because we've been using the Tinker's Construct stuff to make the steel by mixing ferrous, basically nickel with iron. And that makes Tinker's Construct steel, not Metallurgy 4 steel. The mod pack recognizes the ingots when you go to make the armor, but when you go to an anvil to repair it, it doesn't. It wants the Metallurgy steel, and we have no way of making that.
Gotcha.
So we're out. So we're gonna
get some of those.
At some point, we're gonna go through all of these bags. There should be some animals here, and some seeds, and some machines. There's an epic machine bag here. I tell you what, it's getting dark. Why don't we sleep so we get some daytime? Also, I added some more stuff to the kitchen setup. There was one more thing I didn't know about, and that's a sink.
Oh, yeah.
And the sink adds water to things, so it expands the number of recipes you can have. It adds stuff like bottles of fresh water, mayonnaise, chicken sandwich, fish sandwich, cooking oil.
What do you need water to make the sandwiches?
I don't know. I think maybe the sandwiches are only made when you have the mayo, and the mayo needed some stuff. It says juicer and eggs. We have lots of eggs now.
Why is there coagulated blood in the fridge?
Because it's also a food, as far as the mod is concerned. Okay,
gross.
let's sleep so we get some daylight. We'll go out and check out the swamp.
We're also going to need a dishwasher.
Because the swamp is where I did all the mining and got all the hourclays for the armor. And also there are lots of bitumen there, which you craft into... How does it work? You craft bitumen into raw rubber, and you craft the raw rubber into rubber bars, and you smelt the rubber bars in a furnace, and you get raw plastic, and you craft the raw plastic into plastic sheets, and with plastic sheets, you make... this.
Wow.
This is a thermal expansion machine. It requires plastic sheets. This is a pulverizer. This is the thing that takes...
I have plastic sheets. I got those when I was fishing last
time.
time.
But you needed a lot more than that.
Okay.
Yeah, we found some.
So what does this do?
This pulverizes ore into dust, just like the old machines we had in Mechanism. Because this mod pack doesn't have Mechanism or Buildcraft or Industrial Craft, which are all the stuff I was familiar with. So I'm having to learn thermal expansion and Minecraft Reloaded to do anything. The only problem with this is that it needs power, and all we have is one leadstone energy cell. I've already used the quest book to refill it once, and you need to wait to do it again, and some of the quests that require waiting are bugged, so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to refill it, so we're going to have to build a reactor.
Well, I was going to wonder, there's no lava power system that we could make, is there?
No.
That's too bad.
Nuclear reactor is the only power generation source available in this mod pack. All the others are disabled by design. Everything, including steam and coal power generation and all renewable sources, even hand cranks are disabled.
Hand crank? Really? They got a thing against
there's a hand crank.
labor.
You literally just sit there and you click it. You have to keep clicking it. You stand in front of the thing and you click, and it provides power. Yeah, it's nuts.
We couldn't get squirrels and a wheel or something? Now, is it just me, or has the fauna grown up a lot since the last time I was here? The grass seems to have gone completely insane.
I did that with bone meal.
And there's weird bluegrass over here. They're also
that's just because it's magical.
Tall.
That's just because it's the magical forest biome.
Okay.
It changes the color palette. Okay, so come over to Swamp Delta.
Okay. Oh, well, what's this candle? There's a green candle.
Oh, that was one of the things we made in the Crucible. We don't need any of them now. We're gonna need some soon, though.
Okay. Let's see. So you want to go to Swamp?
Yeah, Swamp Delta.
Swamp Delta. Travel. Ook. Oh, hello. I'm on top of a fence with... Oh, these guys are like really packed in.
Yeah. There's a reason for that, though. Okay.
Why?
Well, because of this. Now...
Oh, what is this?
We figured out the other day, remember, right, that you could take a bucket of milk and a mixing bowl and get cream. And cream we're burning in the alchemical furnace to make... Sano, which we need to make ethereal blooms. But the problem is you had to make 8 of the cream to get 1 file of Sano, and you need 2 files to make 1 bloom. So I was looking around at the machines in the mod pack to see if we could automate this.
Wow.
And that's what this is. This is a Mind Factory Reloaded rancher. It harvests renewable resources from animals. So you'll see, for instance, there's a bunch of wool and eggs in this crate, in this chest here.
Okay.
But this is a fluid duct going to a liquid crafter. And what this does is that every few ticks, this pulls milk out of the cows if they're within range of this box. That's why they're in there, so they can't wander. And notice the sheep there has no wool, because every time he eats grass and grows it, it goes into the box.
Wow.
So the milk comes out of the rancher, and you can see every once in a while, you can see milk going through there. It goes into the liquid crafter, and the liquid crafter has a recipe which says if you get milk, mix it, change it with a mixing bowl, and turn it into heavy cream. So the milk goes into these tanks, and then it uses the mixing bowl in its inventory, and it makes heavy cream. It makes this every time it gets a tick from this redstone clock. So basically, when the switch is on, every second it sends a tick to the liquid crafter, and if the liquid crafter has milk in the tanks, it makes the heavy cream. Now, the only drawback to this is that this is only going on when this part of the world is loaded, and this part of the world is only loaded when we're here. Yeah. There's a quest a little later on to build a chunk loader that would keep an area loaded so that this would be constant. But even then, there's 16 of them in there, so that's enough for 1 bloom, and I didn't do anything.
Nice. Now, how many bowls are there in there?
Just 1. The bowl does not get consumed by the recipe. Oh, look, it just made 2 more.
Nice.
See, look at that.
So, how does the output get over full, or does it? You have to come over and empty it.
It makes the cream faster than the milk can fill the tanks. The only drawback here actually will be is that eventually the energy I put into the rancher will run out because the leadstone cell is done, and if we don't, unless we can get refills from the quest book, the reactor is going to be the only way to.
So we need
to
2
get
reactors.
More energy.
Yeah.
No. We get 1 reactor. We could maybe build another leadstone energy cell. That would be fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's walk over here.
Oh, wow. Okay, you path this up over to the island.
Yep.
Wow, it is completely clean.
Yeah, there are a few blocks here and there, and there were some tainted nodes underground that I had to destroy. But in general, and if you can see it actually if you look at the map, if you look at the area map, you can see there are a couple of areas where the purple kind of touches the edge of the island, but not quite.
Oh, yeah, around over the water area. Yeah,
right.
Down over at the peninsula and
south.
And
there actually are no blooms on this island right now.
Wow, that is awesome.
See, so
You've been
busy. This is about as close as it gets over here. But there's no, there's no. Oh, see, okay. See, this is getting tainted over here. There's probably a node or something around this area. And also, while I was cleaning this island, I found something else.
What?
Which is down here.
Oh, zombies. Well, I hear zombies.
Yeah, there is not one, but 2 zombie dungeons in here.
Seriously?
Yep.
Oh, goodness. Oh, wow, look at this.
So this is good for refilling the wands. And the other one actually has chests in it with some... I think it's pretty worthless loot, but I haven't actually picked it up yet. To be honest, I forgot where the thing was.
Really?
Yeah, it's much deeper underground than this one. This one was real close to the surface, so it was real easy to find.
Wow.
But I started on the other island, and I started digging tunnels, and that's where I got all the hour clays to make the armor, and also to give to the ship, so that I could get all those machine bags and seed bags and animal bags and whatnot.
Right.
Okay, so the other thing that I did, where I ruined all my good armor and tools, is at the giant Silverwood. So let's go there. So basically, what we're going to do with that area is that we're going to put the runic matrix over there, which is the thing we need to do the arcane infusions, which is the next level of stuff for Thaumcraft.
Okay. Oh, you said the garden over here too? That's still going.
Oh yeah. Carrots, mostly carrots.
Lots of carrots.
I
now,
also,
is there anything else that we should be planting over here too? I mean, since now we've got this big, wide open, relatively clean area. Oh, it's touching over here on the swamp part.
Yeah, it seems to infringe here on the, but I haven't seen any of the actual taint growing. I'm gonna wait till I see that before I do anything about it. But when we have some spare blooms,
can we just dig away? Can we just dig away and just fill in with water, or is it going to extend through the water?
I've actually been using torches because I think it won't cross them.
Oh, goody. It's kind of a band-aid.
I've also been told that cobblestone walls, if they're 2 blocks deep, work. I'm not really sure how accurate that is. Okay, go to Giant Silverwood.
Giant Silverwood, here we come. This is one where I usually step on the edge there. Yep. Oh, wow.
Okay.
This is all clean.
Yeah, so this is what I did with the blooms. I took the blooms here, and I carved out as big a space as I could. There are still some tainted areas here.
Yeah,
here and there. I think there are some tainted nodes under the ground, and there are some areas where we're kind of pushing the limit of what I can do with the number of blooms that I've
available.
got.
Yeah.
The trees themselves, where they have pure nodes, are helping.
Wow! Look at this. This is huge.
Can I scan this one? Yeah. It's pure.
This is absolutely gigantic. This whole tree, this whole section over here.
Yeah.
It's a bloom on. Oh, I can see where you put a lot of the torches around. So, there's all this flux over on the other side of this wall.
Now, this is where I actually got. This isn't half as bad as it was. I mean,
really?
Yeah. There were some Silverwood trees that got overrun, and when that happens, you get this big mass of crusted taint. Look over here, right? See this thing, this pile of crusted taint over here, and there are. Lots. Spawner. Yeah, there are lots of those taint swarms over here, and when I get rid of some of these blocks of cursed taint like that, they all turn into flux. Yep. And what you get out of that? Can I reach? Is gaseous flux, and you also get lots of slimes starting to spawn. And if you get a big enough group of them, basically they can jump over this wall. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, nice.
Well, the swarms can fly, and there's a bunch around here.
That's a small one. But there are big ones.
Oh, there's one off to the right, too. Oh, here comes the slime, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, this is nothing. So, yeah, I went through a couple of goggles and several pieces of armor and basically just got absolutely wrecked out here, trying to get to the next 2 trees. I've been trying to basically
connect these two
all of the trees. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more trees.
Yeah, we need to get those together.
We either need a lot more blooms, or we need the next best thing after blooms to get at this really.
Oh man, and all these swarmers everywhere. God.
Yeah.
It's like 12 hornets' nests all in the same section. Ugh. Yeah, I do not like this.
No, I didn't either. This was really not fun. I died even with the much better armor and the enchants and the steel weapons and tools. I died a lot over here, and even though it doesn't really matter anymore, and it's really not more than inconvenience, and I wasn't losing any items, I still came pretty close to rage quitting, just because it's like you're taking damage from standing on the taint, and you pick up a bit of goo and it damages you, and then the slime hits you, and then the swarms hit you, and the swarms will hit you like 2 or 3 times at a go, and it was just really pissing me off.
Now, there's a purple thing right in this tree over here. What's this thing about?
That's the node.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's what a block looks like, that it has a node in it. This has a pure node that contains Victus, Aqua, and Terra.
Oh, okay. It's just that it looks purple, and purple's always been equated with bad, with the sliming and the other stuff, so...
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised they picked that color. But you've made the most tumultuous amount of progress. This is fantastic.
So there are 2 things that we need to work on. One of which is reactor to power the machine to increase ore production, and also to keep the production of stuff for ethereal blooms going. And then the other part is, in order to get to the next level of taint fighting, is the runic matrix, and that's what I think I'm going to put on the other swamp island. Because it needs a big area. It needs a bigger area that we have in the dome, and the domes are see the animals in here get tainted though, because there's just enough tainted blocks in here. So I come in here and it's like basically a bunch of dead chicken. There's like steak and leather on the ground because animals got tainted.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, because over here it looks like they could walk on it or something and get nailed.
Okay, I need something to eat. I'm gonna have a fish sandwich. I was also having a bit of a crisis because I was down to 50% on just about every food we knew how to make up until I added the sink, and that opened up a bunch of new recipes.
Wow. Now, how often do those start to go down, or do you literally just have to keep eating new things all the time? You have to keep
eating new things and do it often enough that the old things also become viable again.
Wow.
Okay,
so where are we going now?
Alpha Dome. It's night again, so I recommend we sleep. And so the next question is, what do we want to do next? Do we want to do...
the big thing seems to be the nuclear reactor. Is there anything that we can do to progress that? Or?
The reactor or the runic matrix. One or the other.
Which do you think we could accomplish sooner?
I think the reactor might actually be easier.
All right, why don't we do that?